Hey everyone, it's April and welcome back to my channel, House to Home. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my living room and dining room and showing you how I decorated with a bee theme yet again for summer 2024. I am here with the boys. Not exactly sure what Benny's doing. I guess he has a little itch and Brody don't know where to put himself. And Baron is just taking a little stroll around the living room. But, now we got a little excitement going on from Brody. He must be really happy to see all of you. But anyway, we're going to start this video. I'm sorry I took so long to get this up, but I was on vacation all last week, so I didn't have time to film. But I'm here now and ready to roll. So if you're new, I'd love for you to take a minute and hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get on into the video. So first we'll start over on the couch since the boys are modeling my blanket so well. This one I got at Ross, I believe, a year or two ago. I loved all of the colors in it, and bee blankets are kind of hard to find. And the one that Benny is on is actually big enough for a full or a queen size bed. I can't remember, but that one was from Marshall's. And my pillows, the plaid ones are from Kirkland's, and the yellow ones with the flowers, they are just pillow covers that I put over existing pillows. They are from Amazon, and I did share a link for those, I believe in I think it might have been a summer haul video, but if not, I'll link them down below here too. This little picture I made, I just needle felted a little bee and glued them on some fabric. Up here, this Be Our Guest sign that is from Walmart a few years back. And then in this shelf, I just have a combination of a lot of different things. A lot of the stuff are from local shops, unfortunately, so I can't really share where they are from. Either that or yard sales. I know the beehive here, this actually lights up. I got that at a local shop. It has a little battery pack back here. And yeah, it just kind of reminds me of like little fireflies, but really cute. Love that. And then moving over to this barn door, I just have a wreath up and then 2 metal bees I just wired to the wreath. These I actually got off of a lantern that was at a yard sale. I hated the lantern, but I just used some wire cutters and cut the bees off because I knew I would use them for decor and it was very inexpensive. Up here on my ladder, I have some wooden bees. I got these at like a country store that's in one of our local malls. I thought they were really cute, and because they were handmade, I thought they would be a nice fun little thing to just add up here on top of that ladder. Say hello to my boys yet again. Oh, it's been so hot here in Pennsylvania, like in the 90s every day. So comment below, let me know how you guys are beating the heat where you live. Over next to this window, I just have a little wooden bee that has, I think it's like a door, like they use a screen. Yeah, they use the screening for the wings, which I think is really neat. On this window shelf, I just added some bee material to make a bow on this wreath. I think that material was from Hobby Lobby. The bee I got from a local shop, and it says Be Happy on his name tag. And then this little beehive in the middle, I actually made this from a towel that I bought that had like a stain on it. I just cut out the beehive and then sewed it back with some stuffing. This little mouse I got this year, I'll probably keep that all the way up through fall. And then the primitive tulip, I got that at a yard sale. Down here, this guy, I also got him from a local shop. I love his little suspenders. Really, really cute. And then I'll push this out of the way so you can see this placemat that has little bees on it. I think I got that from Hobby Lobby last year, if I remember correctly. I like to use them on my end tables sometimes. And then just 2 candles. The one that's like a beehive, that was from Tractor Supply. I glued the little bee on the spring on top. And then the other one was a Ray Dunn one that I found at a yard sale. This bee picture I made, it was just like a DIY frame picture from Hobby Lobby, and I stenciled the bees onto it. Up here on my shelves, this tin can with all the little bee sayings, that is Primitives by Kathy. The felt bee, I made him. And then I think this is also Primitives by Kathy, this little sign. They sell a lot of Primitives by Kathy brand things in local stores around here, but you can definitely find them on Amazon as well. That little sign and the vase are both from Hobby Lobby. And then up on top, I just left it the same. I just added that little flower pot that has some bees in it. Over here, I have a portable heater, and I just put some decor on top usually when I'm not using it. This Our Hive sign I made. I just used a Dollar Tree picture frame and just glued the bees and painted the rest of it. Very simple. And then these metal bees, I'm not sure where they're from. I think my mom actually got me these. And I just like to stick them in the candle holders there just to give it a little extra touch. And then in this basket, a beehive with the 2 little bees and this cute little bee guy here. They are both from Hobby Lobby. I think they're from the spring shop, and it's without like the gardening picks and things like that. This metal flower I got from a local shop. I love how distressed and old looking it is. So that is that corner of the room. Oh, and my curtains, they are from Amazon. Down on my coffee table, I kept it the same as always. Just have a lantern on here. These bees are actually magnets. Again, Primitives by Kathy. I ordered those offline. And in my green garland that I have wrapped around here, I just have some more little bees. I think these were from Hobby Lobby in like the gardening / ribbon section, like where they have like a lot of stuff for wedding planning and all. And I just kind of wired them into the greenery. Looks like the boys decided to take a nap. We must be tiring them out with this tour. Either that or the heat is just getting to them. But I do have the AC running, so I don't blame them for wanting to take a nap. On this bench, I have a bee pillow that was from Home Goods. I added a sunflower there to my giant bear. On my window shutters, I know it's hard to see because the sun is coming in so bright, but I just have some little hanging pots with greenery and some primitive bees. And then down here, these 2 wooden bears that I think I thrifted. I just wired some little bees into their hands. I just think something about tying the bees with the bears. I just love it. And up on the awning, I have this metal bee. It's like a lantern. You could stick a little tea light in there. And then this smaller bee, I just hooked it onto the wire part on the bottom of the lantern. But yeah, that's my awning up there that I DIY'd above my window. And then moving over to this shelf, it is probably my favorite thing that I decorated, just because it houses a lot of my favorite things, a lot of Boyd's bears that I've been collecting. But we'll start up here first. This Welcome to Our Hive sign I got from an antique mall. And then we'll start on the top. Again, 2 Boyd's bears. These were from a collection, I suppose, but I bought them 2 separate places. One I got at a yard sale, the other I got at the antique mall. But I love the bees on their feet and the bee bows. This guy here is probably my favorite bee thing. Well, one of them, top 5 for sure. And that I actually got at a yard sale. I just think he is absolutely adorable, and he was only $2. And the candle there, I just wrapped some bee material around it and added it under a cloche. This bee pot my mom bought for me this year as a little surprise gift while she was out. And then this bear I got this year at a thrift store, and I absolutely love him. I mean, he even has these really cute little wings on the back, and I just like that it kind of looks like he's just wearing like a little bee suit. And he is not Boyd's. I forget the brand that he is, but I just absolutely adore him. And then these down here are all Boyd's. I got this one on Mercari, the bigger one. And the little one I had, it's like my mama and baby beehive bears. This little guy over here. And then these two, the one with the suspenders, the little jumpsuit, he was probably the first one that I bought. And that was before I even got into decorating with bees. So he kind of started off the collection. This bear obviously is not a Boyd's. He's more of like a primitive style looking one, but I just change it out and I add ribbon and things to make him go with my theme. And of course, the one on the end is also a Boyd's bear. I kind of arranged this little garland on here. I mixed some flowers with some greenery and some beehives. And then there's some little Primitives by Kathy wooden bees with metal wings that just like kind of hang on there. I guess they're ornaments if you're gonna have like a tree or something like that. I got those on Amazon. Some more Boyd's bears, not bee, but go with the theme. This little bee doll, I think she's really cute. And this bear down here is also Boyd's. And the little metal basket there, that is from Ross. And that is what it looks like when you're standing back. Again, when I look at that shelf, it brings me so much joy just seeing all of those cute little faces staring back at me. And on my door, I just added some bees to the greenery and some more of those Primitives by Kathy magnets. Magnets are so fun. You don't have to just use them for decorating your refrigerator. You can find lots of things throughout your home that you can use them for. This busy bee honey hive sign, that was from an antique mall. Down here on the shelf next to my door, we'll start on the bottom. I have some little DIY projects. This one I drew and filled in with colored pencils and just put it in a frame that I thrifted. This sign I did buy, can't remember where it's from. But then this little box, I actually got this for $1 at a yard sale this summer. And I got out my bee stenciled a whole bunch of bees on the lid and painted the rim black, and looks store-bought to me. I absolutely love it for 25 cents. This bee I got at the antique mall, I believe. These beads, I think they might have been either from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. And then this cute little bee I got at a craft fair. And that is how that little corner looks. And now we're going to move on over to my fireplace. On the bottom, I just have this really large wooden bee. I got these from a craft fair. A lady and her husband made them. I have that one, and I have another one in the dining room that I'll show you in a little bit. This bee on a stick, I think I got that from the antique mall. Again, they used like screen to make the wings, which I think is a really cute idea. Up on top of my fireplace, I kept it a little simple. These beehives keep moving because I have a fan going, but just have some of those and some wooden bees that I just kind of have going across the top. And then I just have a garland on here from Hobby Lobby. One of these bees is falling off, but these are from Hobby Lobby as well. They're really cute. They have like galvanized metal wings. And then I just have some bee fairy lights strung throughout the garland. You guys know, if you've been with me for a while, I like to do that for a lot of the holidays. I'll usually mix some fairy lights with my garlands. I have this little felt mouse from a local shop. Another bear that I attached a bee to his arm. The little Be Happy sign, I think that was from Hobby Lobby. This felt one is, I think, Primitives by Kathy. I ordered that off of Amazon. And then those other two bees that are up there, they are from Hobby Lobby, also from the Spring Shop. Over in this corner, the Be Kind sign, that is from Walmart. I just hung it up on the hook there. Usually I have some kind of flowers, but I thought a sign would be nice to change it up. On this shelf, just have a whole bunch collection of things from local shops. That little picture frame there I just thrifted it, and then I took some fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby and glued it on the back. The bee with the wire wings, I made that a few years ago. I actually have 3 of them in different sizes, but I have them throughout the house. And I think that the little tiny bee skep there, I think that was from Walmart as well. And again, another little Boyd's bear. Over on my chair, I kept my daisy pillow up from spring and Easter, and I just added another bee blanket that I have and a pillow. Up here on this shelf, I left everything the same from spring. I just added a bee to the basket, and I swapped out the wooden bee there on the end hook. So that is it for that room. I'll give you one last look around. The boys already have wrecked my pillows and blankets, but that's no surprise. I hope I did a good job explaining where everything was from. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to just leave them down below, and I will do my best to answer. Moving on into the dining room, we'll start out in this corner. I'm not sure what's going on here. This greenery, I need to prop it up a bit, but I just have that and some felt flowers in that crock. The bee welcome sign I got from a local shop, and the metal bee on the stick is from Dollar Tree. I just painted it over because it was kind of like a metallic color. On this little wreath, I just have a bee that's on my door to my backyard. And on my basement door, I just have a shelf with some different things. I can't remember where that house is from, but this little felt bee and flower pot, that was from Target this year. And then just some wooden flowers on the bottom. Up on this shelf, I have a lady that has a little beehive in her hand and a bee coming out of her hat. That was from a thrift store. The little beehive, I think I got that from a local shop. And then a Boyd's bear and a TY bee bear on the end. And then over to this side of the room, I have another one of those metal boxes with the bees on it from Ross. I got 2 different sizes, got them a couple years ago. They were a really nice find, very inexpensive. And I just have 2 pillows in here. One has 3 bees, and then this one was like an Amazon cover. I really should have them somewhere else that they're kind of being displayed better, but I needed something to fill in the basket. These bee lights, they are from Home Goods. And I love the size of them and how 3D they look. And then they have like these plastic wings on the back. I'm pretty sure they were meant to be like used outside, but since I decorate with bees inside, I'm using them in here. But if you do ever see these anywhere, I think you can use them for both. The blankets are both from Home Goods. The Hive Rules sign here, that was from Michael's. And in this plant, I just have this little felt bee that I made. I needle felted him and stuck him on a wire, and I love how he turned out. I think how little he is makes him even cuter. And then this guy, actually I have a whole family of bees, and I've shared these with you guys, I think maybe for like 2 years now, but they're probably my favorite bee decor. I'm going to say that they're my number one. But it's like a mom and a dad and a baby, and they were kind of pricey. I got them from a local shop. A lady hand makes them, but the detailing is just amazing. And I added a new one to my collection that's on the other side of the room. I'll share with you in a few. But these bees that are hanging on the knobs, I got these for, I think they were $1 a piece at a yard sale a few years ago. And then we'll move on over to this corner. Up here, I have another one of those wooden bees that I was talking about that was over by the fireplace. But before that, I wanted to share this. I almost forgot. I have this flower garland. It was kind of broke in the middle. I got that at a yard sale, and I just painted it to, be all the colors of bees, yellow, white, and black. And I really think it brings some life to my railing. But yeah, again, this wooden bee, someone made it at a local shop. I have 2 of them, and I think they're really, really nice quality and detailed. The bees on this shelf, they were from Dollar General. They're like little plant sitters, like you can put them on the side of a pot. That little sign there, that was from Hobby Lobby. And then in this flower cart, which I got at Ross, I have these little bees on clothespins attached to some greenery that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I have some crates stacked on top of each other. In the first one, I just have a primitive bear with a bee pot with some faux greens and a little beehive. Another beehive candle holder. I have just like a flameless candle in there with a wreath. And then the metal bee on the bottom, that is from Hobby Lobby. So that is that corner. And then moving on to the other side of the room, I have my hutch over here where I store a lot of my dishes and things like that. But I do like to at least decorate the outside of it since I don't use it for decor on the inside. We'll start over here first on this old door. A few years ago, I added like a shelf to it here, and I just have a lantern hanging down below with some greens. The honey bee inn sign was from Hobby Lobby. This primitive bee I got from a local shop, had him since I started decorating with bees. And then I just have 2 more wooden ones up top. I like to hang them on a slant to make them look like they are flying. Moving over to the dining room table, I don't remember where I got this runner from. Probably a local shop, but I think the colors fit so perfectly with my bee theme. I have a coaster for drinks on each side. Got them from a local shop as well. And then I just made up this centerpiece. I used my dough bowl. I put a candle in the middle that was from Home Goods. And then I just added some greenery, some bee fairy lights, and some primitive bees that I have a ton of them. If you haven't noticed, I think I got like a bag of like 15 of them at a yard sale or a thrift store, and they were really cheap, like $5 or $6. So I had to pick those up. And then on my hutch, I have this old house I like to keep out and decorate. I don't really know why I put pineapples in there, but I got those at a yard sale and I didn't have a place for them, so I just stuck them in. That little honey sign was from Walmart. And then up here, I have some handmade items. The bee I bought at a craft fair, and someone crocheted. And then the beehives I just wrapped some yarn around some flower pots that I turned upside down and just glued some bees on. I think I did a DIY video a few years back on those, so you'll have to search through my videos if you're interested in making your own. On this shelf, I have a whole bunch of little things. The bee and the candle holder that's felt, I made that. The rest was from the antique mall. And I think the greenery in the basket, that was from TJ Maxx. But yep, love all those things. Again, I'm sorry I can't link them, but I do shop at a lot of primitive shops, so it's hard because they don't have online stores. My high chair, 2 more Boyd's Bears, and then another bee that's actually a dog toy. I stuck that in there. I got that at a yard sale. And then finally, we're moving on over to the last corner of the house. I just have some wooden houses up on top. I kept my yellow wreath up from springtime just because I think it goes so well with the theme. The old primitive bear here, I changed him out kind of for the seasons too. I just attached the bee to his arm there. This beehive, I believe, was from Michael's, but I painted the bees to give it a little more color because it was neutral. And then this is actually a measuring tape that I got at Cracker Barrel last year. And you just push that little button and it goes right back in. It's like it has a little tail. Absolutely love that. I think it was only like $5 or $6. And then this I got at a yard sale a few weeks ago for only 50 cents. Love it. Put a little Luminar tea light in there. And then this is my newest addition, the bee I was telling you about that kind of goes with those other 3. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, look at that big belly and those stick legs. So cute. Has the same kind of face, and then it's even holding like a little bag of baby bees. I mean, come on, look at that face. How could you say no? And I just think it's really fun, kind of adding to my family. So we're going to say that that's like the grandma bee. We're going to go with that. Moving on over to my wine rack, I just have a tier tray. I won't go into too much detail because a lot of it I made, including the needle felted little beehive there and that little sign. I just paint things, or if I find little things, that little bear there, that's a bee. I found that at a yard sale or a thrift store for 50 cents. That's another primitive bear I got from a local shop. And then up here, these 2 bees were on something else I bought very cheap at a yard sale that I didn't like, and I just cut the bees off and stuck them in the greenery. The metal bee up there, I think that was from a local shop as well. And now over to the last corner, my little hutch here. I have a nice little collection of bee items. I think this might be Baron's favorite part as well. On the knobs, I just have a little beehive I got from a yard sale, and the little cloth one I got from a local shop. On my lantern, I just have a wreath around my candle, and this little metal bee, I think it's actually like a jingle bell. Somebody gifted me him many years ago before I even decorated with bees, and I always kept it because I thought it was cute, and now it has a permanent place here in my decor. Over here, just a couple odds and ends. The little bunny holding the egg. I know it's not bee decor, but I showed you guys I got that at a yard sale a few weeks ago, and because the egg is yellow and black, I thought it just kind of went with the stuff, so I left it there. On this shelf, I just have a little collection of honey pots that I either got at yard sales, Home Goods, different places like that. This little metal bee I got at a local shop. That vase was from Home Goods. That bee picture is from Walmart. I got this little battery operated candle from a local shop. And I think the canister with the bees was from Dollar General. The garland going across, I made that a couple years ago, which is some leftover beads that I had. The Fresh and Local Sweet Honey sign. I think that was from Hobby Lobby. And then, of course, some more greenery and a wreath I added on the top. And that pretty much is it. So I'll make one little last lap around this room so you can see how everything looks all together. And that is it for this tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas, some inspiration on some ways that you could decorate with bead decor. I love giving these home tours and bringing you guys along, and the dogs love it as well. I know you guys always say that it doesn't seem like the video is complete unless there is an appearance by them. So although they're tired out and they've destroyed my couch, we all really enjoy sharing our home with you and appreciate you always tagging along and watching our videos. There will be more to come. I'm going to, I think, do a little update of my backyard. I added some things since the last video, so I definitely want to share that with you. If you were new today, definitely consider subscribing. If you like my style and you love home decor, I would love to have you be part of my YouTube family. Follow me over on Instagram at Housetohome_XOXO. And until the next one, I will see you then.